Good morning, my dear children. Today, I am going to teach a lesson, 9th standard, second language English, the poem Upagupta. 9th standard, Upagupta. Before I will go to the poem, I will read a introduction. So, open the textbook, page number 23. Look at the picture given here. What comes to your mind when you see the picture? What comes to your mind to see the picture? Write briefly your thoughts and feelings in these lines. Second question. First questions, look at the carefully the picture. Look like a Angulimala and Buddha conversation. So, we will write down some points. Write briefly thoughts and feelings. What are the thoughts and feelings? Asking to the Angulimala and the Buddha also discussion with each other. So what are the thoughts and feelings in your mind? Your own thoughts and feelings. Write down. Introduction. The poem is about the story of Buddhist monk Upagupta. The poem is about Buddhist monk Upagupta, a disciple of Lord Buddha and dancing of girl of Mathura. This is the Lord Buddha and dancing girl of Mathura, Vasavadatta. Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. Upagupta was a monk and Vasavadatta is a famous, beautiful dancing girl. She was proud of her beauty. She was proud of her beauty. Vasavadatta, she was proud of her very beauty. She was I am very beauty. Youth and her wealth. Upagupta was an ascetic. Upagupta was an ascetic. And also an epitome of kindness, wisdom and selfishness. One dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. Upagupta was sleeping on the dusty ground. At a time, the dancing girl came to meet him. Upagupta, to meet the Upagupta. What happened next? So, I will tell about the story of Buddhist monk Upagupta. He was ascetic, one of the Gautama Buddha. He was ascetic. And also Vasavadatta is a dancing girl. It is the main focus about the Vasavadatta and Buddha in this poem. Focused about the poem Buddha and Vasavadatta. Vasavadatta is a dancing girl and beautiful dancing girl. It is the main characteristics in the poem. So in this poem, epitome of kindness, an epitome of kindness. So Vasavadatta is the epitome of kindness. She was very kind to Upagupta. Upagupta also kind to Vasavadatta. In this wisdom and selfishness, epitome, kingdom of kindness and wisdom and selfishness. There is no selfishness. Vasavadatta also and also Upagupta also. So one dark night, she was walking on the road. At a time, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. Upagupta laying on the dusty ground in city of Mathura. Read the poem to know what happened next. Teacher reads the poem. Close your books and listen to your teacher recite the poem. First you will close your books, after you will open the textbook. It is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Upagupta, the poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Do you know Rabindranath Tagore? Yes, writer of Janaganamana, national anthem. So Rabindranath Tagore, the greatest Indian modern poet. The greatest Indian modern poet, and was born an affluent Bengali family in 1861. He was born in 1861 in Bengali family. Besides being a poet, he was a novelist and essayist and dramatist. And Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913 for his book Gitanjali. He was get Nobel Award because he was writing a book of Gitanjali. ಗೀತಾಂಜಲಿ ಬುಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೃತಿಗೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು 1913 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ರವೀಂದ್ರನಾಥ ಟ್ಯಾಗೋರ್ ಅವರು. His book Geetanjali. He was the founder of internationally famous institution. He was the founder of the internationally famous institution Vishwa Bharati at Shantiniketan. In first lesson you have observed Shantiniketan, Gurudeva. So Vishwa Bharati at Shantiniketan, his poetry is profoundly and unmistakably Indian. He states the wisdom of Indian. His verse in verse by meaning love, friendship and music. Friendship and music. So Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poet. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his book. Very good. Geetanjali. So it was 1913. He was awarded the Nobel Prize. Read the following poem. Do you find any similarity between the poem Upagupta and this one discussed? First I will read the poem. Look at the textbook. Words. So read this poem. First one is Upagupta, Rabindranath Tagore. Upagupta is the disciple of Buddha. Observe carefully. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dusty by the city wall of Mathura. Once again, Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city of wall Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Whose feet were those tinkling with tanglets, touching his breast of a sudden? He woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. It was a dancing girl starred with jewels, wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. Austerly beautiful. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Graciously, come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. This is very important. The young ascetic answered, woman, go on your way. When the time is right, I will come to you. Upagupta said, when the time is right, I will come to you. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April. In spring season. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? Struck with the black pestilence, her body spotted with sores of a smallpox, she was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. Two ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees, and moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. Moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. Who is the woman? Vasavadatta. The time at last has come to visit you. And I am here, replied the young ascetic. So look at the difficult words, glossary. So one of the difficult words. Disciple means or disciple, follower of religious leader. Tinkling, making a pleasant metallic sound. Tinkling sound. Tinkling sound means making a pleasant metallic sound. Tinkling. Tinkling. Tinkling sound, making a pleasant metallic sound. Making a pleasant metallic sound. Metallic sound means ಗಟ್ಟಿಯ ಮಹಾ ಜೋರಾದಂಥ ಶಬ್ದ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ. Startled, extremely surprised. Startled means startled, extremely surprised. Startled. Next one, forgiving means excusing, ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. Sorry, excuse, forgiving. Forgiving. Forgiving means excuse or ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. EXCUSE, excuse. Excusing or merciful, ಕರುಣೆ ತೋರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. Stare, shining like stars. Stare means shining like stars. Mantle means loose cloth, worn in the especially past. Loose cloth. Mantle means loose cloth. Loose cloth. Next one, drunk with wine, proud of our youth and beauty. Drunk with wine of our youth means proud of our youth and beauty. Austerely beautiful means reflect the beauty of ascetic. Austerely beautiful ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ reflecting of beauty of the ascetic. Graciously means kindly, ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ. Growled, a long deep sound or series of sounds. Full of blossoms means heavy with flowers. Afar means far away, dura. Base means support. Struck means affected. Struck means affected. Black pestilence means any infectious disease that spreads quickly and kills a lot of people. For example, corona also disease, one of the disease spreading easily, transfer to one person to another person. So plague in previous days. So is the spreading of disease by contact. Contagion means spreading of disease by contact. ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಹೊಂದಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಜಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎನಿ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರನ್ನ ಸಾವನ್ನ ತಗಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಇದು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗ ಬಂತು, ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟಿಯಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ, ಬಹಳ ಬೇಗ ಇದು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರನ್ನ ಸಾವಿಗೆ ದೂಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದನ್ನು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಂಟೇಜಿಯನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್, ನಾಟ್ disease by only contact. Smeared, applied. Smeared means applied, ಸವರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಹಚ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಪರ್ಟ್, a high wide wall of earth built around a castle town. A rampart means a high wide wall of earth built around a castle town, castle or town etc. A high wide wall earth built around the castle, ಅದನ್ನು ರ್ಯಾಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಓಪನ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್, ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 24. Upagupta is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Look at the picture in the first page. Upagupta asleep on the dusty ground to enquire the Vasavadatta, this is not meant for you. ನೀವು ಮಲಗತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಜಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದನ್ನ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ದ ಡಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬುದ್ಧ ಲೇ ಅಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಸ್ಟಿ ಬೈ ದ ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಥುರಾ. ಮಥುರಾ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಗರದ ಹೊರವಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವನು ಅಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡರ್ಟಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಔಟ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್, ಡೋರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಶಟ್, doors also closed, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Means darkness. Understand? Stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. So Upagupta is a disciple of Buddha. So he was also lying on the asleep on the ground, dusty ground. Lamps were all out and doors were all shut. Stars were all hidden. Means today that night. Already darkness of the night. So whose feet were those tinkling with anklets? Whose feet were those tinkling with anklets? One of the women tinkling with anklets. ಆಭರಣಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ರೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಡನ್, ಇದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಂತೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವೋಕಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಲ್, ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ವೋಕಪ್ ಎದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಲ್ ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗಿ. And the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. And light from woman's, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಐಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಹ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್, ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಜುವೆಲ್ಸ್. He was Vasavadatta is a dancing girl, beautiful girl. He was staring with jewels means ಆಭರಣಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. ನನ್ನ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ she lowered her lamp, saw the young face austerely beautiful, very beautiful, young ascetic. He was Upagupta lying on the dusty ground. So he was looking at Upagupta and she was thinking. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face. In lamp itta ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಮುಖ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ young face, austerely beautiful, is a austerely beautiful face. Whose face? Upagupta's face. Vasavadatta thought himself, oh, he was a very young ascetic, he was austerely beautiful. So after Upagupta said, forgiving me, young ascetic, forgiving me, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ನೀನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿಬಿಡು. young ascetic, who is ascetic? Ascetic means in this poem, ascetic, Upagupta is ascetic. Said the woman, forgiving me, young ascetic, said the woman, graciously come to my house. ನಾನು ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ graciously come to my house. The dusty hearth is not fit bed for you. Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth or dusty ground is not fit for you, fit bed for you. ನೀನು ಮಲಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಜಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ವಾಸವದತ್ತ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಫರ್ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ, ಯಂಗ್ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್, said the woman, graciously come to my house. ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಬಾರ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ನೀನು ಬರಬೇಕು. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. ಇದು ನೀನು ಮಲಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಜಾಗನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. Who said these words? Vasavadatta said these words. Whom was it said? Said it to Upagupta. Vasavadatta said it to Upagupta. When was it said? The Upagupta sleeping on the dusty ground. When was it said? That is answer. So the young ascetic answered, women, go on your way. The young ascetic answered. Who is young ascetic? Upagupta is answered. So the woman, go on your way. ನೀನು ಯಾವ ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಅದೇ ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ವೆನ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು. ಒಂದು ಸಮಯ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಿನ್ನ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ವಾಸವದತ್ತನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವೇನ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್, ರೈಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲಾವಕಾಶ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಬಂದಾಗ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು. ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಹೂ ಸೆಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್? ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಸೆಡ್ ಟು ವಾಸವದತ್ತ. Suddenly the black knight showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. Suddenly the black knight means dark night, showed his teeth a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. The woman trembled, fear of some unknown danger. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಾಸವದತ್ತ ಇವನ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಬಹಳ ದುಃಖ ಪಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ a year has not yet passed. A year has not yet passed. The Upagupta said, I have come to you. I have come to your house. But when the time is right, I have come to your house. But a year has not yet passed. It was evening of April day in April. It was evening of a day in April. April ತಿಂಗಳು. It is a spring season. So the branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. ಮಣ್ಣೆಲೆ ಉದುರಿ ಚಿಗುರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ the branches of the waysides, ಮರ ಗಿಡ ಕೊಂಬೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಹ ಹೂವುಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ full of blossoms means heavy with flowers. So gay notes of the flute come floating in the warm spring air from afar. Warm spring, ತಣ್ಣನೆಯ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನಗಳು ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಸಿಟಿ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಸಿಟಿ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ ದಾಟಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಸಿಟಿ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್. ವಿಚ್ ಸಿಟಿ? ಮಥುರಾ. So, and stood at the base of the rampart. What is the rampart? Rampart means a high wide wall of earth. ಎತ್ತರದಂತ ಗೋಡೆ. Built around a castle or town, in etc. Town or castle. So that is a rampart. So, stood at the base of the rampart was the woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove. Do you know mango grove? ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಟ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ, ಮಾವಿನ ತೋಪು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮಾವಿನ ಮರಗಳ ಗುಂಪನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಗ್ರೂವ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವುಮೆನ್ ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಶಾಡೋ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಗ್ರೂವ್. ಆ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ವಾಸವದತ್ತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಜಿಯನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹೋದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ already I have told black pestilence. Black pestilence means any infectious disease that spreads quickly which kills a lot of people. Any infectious disease. This is one of the disease. Vasavada is also one of the falling on the disease. So struck with the black pestilence, her body is spotted with sores of smallpox. Do you know smallpox? ಸಣ್ಣ ಇವು ಸಿಡುಬುಗಳು ಏನಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಹರಿಡ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರೈವನ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಟೌನ್. ಆ ಟೌನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವಳು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಜಿಯನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಿಂದ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸೀಸ್. This is one of the ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗ ಏನು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಆಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಹರ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಜಿಯನ್. ಅವಳು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹರಿಲಿ ಡ್ರೈವನ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಟೌನ್. ಹರಿಲಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಟೌನ್ಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ದ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಹರ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಅವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಗ್ರೋ ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಶಾಡೋ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಗ್ರೋ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಹರ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್, ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್? ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಇಸ್ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್. He was sat by her side. He was sat by her side. Took her hand on his knees. Took her hand on his knees. ಅವನ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈಯನ್ನ ಇಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. These ascetics sat by her. The ascetic has sat by her side. Took her hand on his knees and moistened her lips. Moistened her lips. ತುಟಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಣಗಿರ್ತವೆ, ನೀರು ಕೊಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ moistened her lips with water. ನೀರಿನಿಂದ ಒದ್ದೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ತೇವಾಂಶವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. And smear her body with sandal balm. Do you know sandal balm? ಗಂಧದಿಂದ ಹಚ್ಚತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್. ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್, ಹಚ್ಚತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್ ಹರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಬಾಮ್. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್ ಹರ್ ದ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಬಾಮ್. ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಯು ಮರ್ಸಿಫುಲ್ ಒನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ದ ವುಮೆನ್. ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ದ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಬಾಮ್ and applied the lips the water, moistened the lips the water. At a time the woman, who is woman? Vasavadatta is a dancing girl. She was a very beautiful and young girl. So she was asking to Upagupta, who are you, merciful one? Underline. Who said these words? Vasavadatta said these words. Said to Upagupta, asked for the woman, when was it said? So he was lying on the shadow of the mango groves. At a time, Upagupta go to back her side, sat by her side, and he was moistened her lips and also applied the sandal balm, smeared body with sandal balm. At a time, the Vasavadatta, our woman, asked to Upagupta, who are you, merciful one? ಯಾರು ನೀನು? ನೀನೊಬ್ಬ ಕರುಣಾಜನಕ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ, the time at last has come to visit you. ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ. ಸಮಯ ಯಾವುದು? the time, when the time is ripe I come to you ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ ಯಾರು? ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, the time, the law at last has come to visit you. ಅಂತಹ ಸಮಯ ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಆ ಸಮಯವನ್ನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. The time at last has come to visit you. Underline. Upagupta said to Vasavadatta. Why was it said? When was it said? Because already Vasavadatta asking to Upagupta, but he has not come to your house ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವಾಗ ಏನಂದ, when the time is right I have come to your house or I have come to visit you ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ the time at last has come to visit you and I am here. ನಾನೇ ಅವನು. I am here, replied the young ascetic. ಅವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಂತಹ ಮನುಷ್ಯನೇ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I am here, replied the young ascetic. So this is one of the main theme of the Upagupta and Vasavadatta discussing about in this poem. So I hope you are understanding this poem. So I am going to now giving some homework. Before giving a homework, so I will open the textbook, understand the poem C1, C2, C3, C4. C1, C2, C3, C4. Next R1, R2, R3. So first I will go to the working page, pick out the words, phrases from the poem about the following, write in the space given. One is done for you. Dark gloomy sky, the murky sky, means the murky sky. Ornamental chain worn around the ankle of the lady. Who was lady? Vasavadatta, the dancing girl. So he was so many points is there on side. You will write down C1 and after C2. The important signpost of the poem given in the fill box. Fill in the flow chart in the order in which the accident occurred. Which one is the first, which one is second, which one is third. 5 points is there. First point is Upagupta sleeping on the dusty ground of Mathura. This is the flow chart. Very important. You will write down the flow chart. Upagupta sleep on the dusty ground of Mathura. Second point, the woman, the dancing girl invites him her home, but Upagupta did not came to visit of Vasavadatta's. So second point. Third point, he promised to visit her when the time is right. He promised to visit her when the time is right. ನನಗೆ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So the woman driven away from the town. Upagupta keeps his promise. Upagupta keeps his promise. This is a incidental order. You write down C2, C3 also. Simplicity, merciful, forgiving, young and attractive, be true and for his words. For example, simplicity means sleeping on the dusty ground. Merciful means who was merciful? Upagupta was applying the sandal balm. At a time, Vasavadatta said, "Oh, who was the merciful one?" That time, forgiving, excusing, young and attractive. So that is one of the main important points. After C4, work in small groups, complete the summary of the poem, suitable words given in the bubbles. You will write down the homework. So R1, first one, I will give some questions. You will write down, noted. First I will give the R1. Read and discuss and your responses with your partner, then write it. First I will ask some questions. Write down. Read and respond. Read and appreciate. First question: why did Upagupta wake up startled? Why did Upagupta wake up startled? ಯಾಕೆ ಅವನು ಬೇಗ startled ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನಲ್ವಾ? Startled. Why did Upagupta wake up startled? Second question. The dancing girl was rich. The dancing girl was rich. Rich. Justify the statement. Or do you agree with the statement? Justify. Justify the statement. Justify. Do you agree? Yes or yes? No or no? Why? Justify this statement. Because she was wearing the jewels. She was wearing jewels. Lot of jewels. Why do you think ascetic did not accept the invitation of the dancing girl? What do you think? What do you think? Third one. Why do you think that ascetic did not accept the invitation? Did not accept invitation. ಯಾಕೆ ಅವಳ invitation ಅನ್ನ accept ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ? Once again I will read third questions. Why do you think the ascetic did not accept the invitation of dancing girl Vasavadatta? Fourth questions. Number 4. How is spring season described in the poem? How is spring season? How is spring season described in the poem? Described in the poem. How is the spring season described in the poem? ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5. How is the spring season described? The time at last. The time at last. The time at last has come to visit you. Has come to visit you. Has come to visit you. What do you understand by this? What do you understand by this? What do you understand by this statement. This is very important. Once again I will read. The time at last has came to or come to visit you. What do you understand by this statement? ಏನು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ? ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ, ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಯು. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಮಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೇ, ನಿನ್ನ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ವಾಸವದತ್ತನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಯು. ವೆನ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್, what do you statement, the understanding of the statement. Next, sixth one, read the last stanza. Does the description suggest anything about the ascetic? Read the last stanza. Does the description suggest anything about the ascetic? This question, read the last stanza. ಕೊನೆಯ ಸ್ಟಾಂಜವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಓದಬೇಕು. ಓದಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್, ಡಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಸೆಟಿಕ್. All the questions in your book, write down once again. Read the last stanza. Does the description suggest anything about the ascetic? Ascetic. Upagupta sleeping on the dusty ground. So this is a flow chart. Write down the flow chart. Important points. You will write down 10 to 12 important points. For example, Upagupta sleeping on the dusty ground. This is one of the main points. Second point, already we were told. Second point, the dancing girl invites him her home. The dancing girl invites her home. But ascetic or Upagupta said, I have not come to your house. When the time is right, I have come to your house. That is one. Next, third one, Upagupta, the woman driven on away from the town. At a time, Upagupta sat her by side. He was applied the sandal balm. That is very important. So, after he promised the keep the promise. ಅವನು ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಅವನು ಉಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಆ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್. This is very important. This is the flow chart. Write down the flow chart or important points of the poem. Imaginary of the language to evoke pictures in the minds of the readers of listeners. Sit in pairs, identify the images used in the poem and write them down. ಈ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ, ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. In groups of four discuss what might have happened next in the story of the poem Upagupta. Share your answer with the rest of the class. Next of the story of the poem Upagupta, share your answer with the rest of the class. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬರೆಯಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. In groups of four discuss what might have happened. Discuss what might have happened in the story of the poem the Upagupta. Share your answer with the rest of the class. Share your answer with rest of the class. Write down question number 7. What happened next in the story Upagupta? What might have happened? What might have happened next in the story? Next in the story. Share your answer. Share your answer Write down with the rest of the class. With the rest of the class. With the rest of the class. Once again, what might have discussed about the groups? What happened next in the story of the poem Upagupta? Share your answers with the rest of the class. Imaginary is the use of language to evoke the pictures in the minds of the readers or listeners. Sit in pairs, identify the images used in the poem and write the down. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎರಡು ಚಿತ್ರಗಳಿವೆ. ಈ ಎರಡು ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಗಮನಿಸಿ, ಆ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಒಂದು 10 ರಿಂದ 12 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. I hope you are all understanding this poem. Thank you.